Sam Bankman Fried, also known as SBF, was arrested in the Bahamas on December the 12th. Following multiple rumors that he had escaped to Argentina with hundreds of millions of dollars or might be running off with money somewhere, a lot of people wondered why he had not been arrested. Well, now he has. The fall of FTX came because of terrible and inexperienced investment strategies. There was also probable fraud. John Ray, who came in as the CEO to help clean up this mess and try to help investors get some of their money back, said that FTX was probably worse than Enron, and Enron has long been viewed as one of the worst examples of corporate fraud in history. So SBF and his 28-year-old ex-girlfriend / CEO of Alameda Research and a top executive of FTX basically thought that they could print money. Sam Bankman Fried himself described cryptocurrencies as a box that get more valuable as people put more money in them, which of course the box gets more valuable when people put money in them. But then people started to pull their money out. It's the perfect description of a pyramid scheme, and as happens eventually with all pyramid schemes, it eventually collapsed, along with a lot of fraud. You might as well try to convince people that your limited edition Monopoly money is the next great investment opportunity. Of course it's not. It really, though, has about the same intrinsic value as a digital currency. There is no underlying value. It's a Ponzi scheme that collapses when people pull their money out. In this instance, it was Binance, another crypto firm, that pulled their money out of the FTT token, leading to the collapse of the entire organization. But it goes deeper than that. You see, FTX had a subsidiary called Alameda Research that invested the contents of this crypto box with other people's money in it in other risky investments. So Alameda Research, subsidiary hedge fund of FTX, was led by Carolyn Ellison, Sam's former girlfriend. Alameda invested people's real money in some real companies, such as Ivy Natal, a fertility drug company, and also Brink Drones, a maker of tactical drones for high-stakes security situations. But they also invested a lot of that money in other cryptocurrency firms, in a crypto mining company. They spent over $1 billion on a crypto mining company. Basically, they were investing a lot of their money in other things that also had no underlying value. And another part of the sad thing is that other cryptocurrency firms were doing the same. They were investing in each other, artificially propping up the entire web of interlinked digital fund money. It's no surprise that FTX and the entire industry is struggling right now. So basically, FTX created its own cryptocurrency, convinced other people to put lots of money into that cryptocurrency, and then the executives took money out to live a lavish lifestyle. But then the company collapsed into bankruptcy because of these risky investments. They had taken out a lot of loans, and it became imbalanced, and the company basically fell apart. Granted, having a company go bankrupt is not a crime in and of itself. However, FTX likely broke securities laws and certainly failed in its corporate controls, such as having a competent accounting staff. They also could have used some good legal advice, which is kind of ironic considering that Sam Bankman Fried's parents are both lawyers and former law professors at Stanford. It's important to understand this point. FTX invested people's real money in cryptocurrencies and in other investments that they simply did not understand. That is a terrible business strategy. It's a terrible investment strategy. And yet at least 80 investors combined to lose billions of dollars through FTX. Elizabeth Holmes was just sentenced to 11 years in prison for her role in investment fraud at Theranos, and her partner, Sunny Balwani, was just sentenced to nearly 13 years. Sam Bankman Fried is now going to have a lot of alone time to consider the value of hiring some good accountants. Maybe he will also learn that a company needs to create real value, and that you can't use your investors' money to fund your own lavish lifestyle. Peter Lynch, a former successful fund manager, loved to invest in what he called boring companies. He invested in things like payroll processing, retail, and utilities. They may not be the most exciting companies, but they have real value. They create real value for investors, for customers, and for the economy as a whole. Peter Lynch was a successful investor because he only invested in things that he understood and that he could properly value. You should do the same. It's sound business strategy. Please subscribe for more videos about business, strategy, and the people involved.